Have you ever wondered what you would do if you found something truly impossible? Something that science said couldn't exist? That's what happened to me. It all started after a brutal storm ripped through our town. I was just a kid, exploring the woods behind my house when I saw it. Tucked away in the mud and debris was a fossil, but not just any fossil. It was an egg, and it was cracked. From inside, a tiny creature, no bigger than a puppy, blinked up at me. It was a dinosaur. My very own dinosaur. I named him Dino. I couldn't tell anyone. Of course, who would believe me? So, I hid him in a small, hidden grove deep in the forest. Every day, I'd sneak out with a bottle of milk, and later, whatever food I could find. He grew fast, but he was always gentle. My secret best friend. We spent years like that, running through the trees, sharing secrets that only he and I knew. He wasn't a monster. He was my family. But secrets this big don't stay secrets forever. Eventually, someone saw him. A strange creature, they called him. A threat to the ecosystem. Soon, helicopters were circling the skies, and teams of armed people were combing the woods. They weren't there to study him. They were there to eliminate him. We ran 4 days, deeper and deeper into the wilderness. But they were relentless. One afternoon, they cornered us near a rocky cliff. A shot rang out, and Dino cried in pain, his side bleeding. He looked at me, his eyes full of a wisdom I couldn't comprehend. With a gentle nudge of his head, he pushed me into a narrow crevice in the rock, hiding me from view. Then, with a mighty roar, he turned and charged back into the open, drawing them all away from me. I huddled in the dark, my heart pounding, and then a massive explosion rocked the entire forest, followed by a deafening silence. I scrambled out of the crevice, screaming his name over and over again until my voice was gone. But only the wind answered. I cried until I had no more tears. Many years passed. I never forgot Dino. His sacrifice pushed me to become a biologist, to understand the world he was so violently torn from. I dedicated my life to studying and protecting nature, always feeling like I was trying to pay back a debt I could never repay. One day, my research brought me back to that same forest, to that same fateful cliff. And there, I found something extraordinary. A new species of tree was growing, but only in the exact spots where Dino's blood had fallen that terrible day. Their leaves were unique, shaped like tiny, perfect dinosaur scales. He was gone, but he wasn't gone. He had found a new way to live, to become part of the very forest he loved. He showed me that life, in its most profound sense, never truly ends. It just changes form. And sometimes, the greatest love stories are written not in words, but in the very leaves of the trees. Thank you for listening to my story. If it touched you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories from the heart. See you next time.